Utah taxpayers who paid their taxes almost a year ago say that they are now getting letters from the IRS here asking them to file their 2020 returns and do so immediately.
When a Utah man received one of those letters out of the blue, he didn't believe it was legit. So he contacted KSL consumer investigator Matt Gephardt. So Matt, is it legit?
Well, Mike Dini, yeah, it's a little unnerving to get a letter like this demanding you resubmit your 2020 taxes when you're sure you did everything right by the book the first go-round. What happened to your original return? Is it a scam? Is it legitimate? You ask KSL Investigators.
The letter sure seems to be from the IRS. It says that a central Utah man has an IRS credit of more than $3,000. To claim it, he needs to file his 2020 tax return.
Did you not do your tax returns?
No, I didn't. I put the check right with my tax return and sent it in.
Yeah, not only has Rick Robinson already filed, he owed money in 2020. In fact, the amount of money that he paid the IRS is the exact amount that the IRS says they now owe him. Rick assumed it was some sort of glitch until he asked around.
It didn't bother me until I found out my neighbor got this letter. I found out my sister got this letter. Then it bothered me.
Bothered enough that Rick decided it was time to call the KSL investigators. As we began digging, we found that the IRS owing people who have not filed their taxes is more common than you might think. Every year, millions of folks who did not file are due a refund. And it's big money. People are owed billions of dollars that they need to file in order to claim. But Rick did file, so what's going on?
It does look like the standard IRS form.
I took it to Steve Washburn, who speaks for the IRS.
Rick says he paid his taxes in 2020, and he got this letter saying that he didn't. Is there a legitimate reason that could be?
If it's 2020, it's going to be a disaster. 2020 was a rough year for the IRS.
Yeah, you'll remember 2020. Multiple stimulus payments, changing tax codes, understaffing. It all added up to a massive backlog. And millions of folks who filed their taxes on paper are still waiting for their 2020 returns to actually get processed.
If you file with paper, there's just a massive backlog of those tax returns.
Sure enough, Rick says he did file a paper return. It seems his, like so many others, is stuck in the works. The letter asks people who already sent in their returns to send them in again, so that's what Rick says he plans to do.
I just send a newly signed one and then move on my way.
Yeah, so why does the IRS say that they owe Rick money? We don't exactly know. The IRS wouldn't get into specifics on this one because of privacy reasons, but I suppose it stands to reason that when his tax return showed up, they cashed his check, and they'll realize that they don't owe him anything when they get around to actually doing the paperwork. If you got something you want us to look into, let us know about it at the number 385-707-6153, or you can email me, Matt@ksl.com.